Thank you very much.
We're here at NASA's Educator Resource Center with Jennifer Simmons, an education specialist in the Academic Affairs Office. Jennifer, tell me why education is so important to NASA.
Yes. The Education Strategic Framework for the NASA Office of Education is to inspire, engage, educate, and employ the future explorers for our agency. Many persons may not realize this, but 60% of the NASA workforce is eligible for retirement. Therefore, we utilize education programs ranging from kindergarten to postdoctorate in order to inspire these students to pursue careers in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
So you're looking for the people who are going to either build the rockets or ride on the rockets in the future, right?
Exactly. It is so important. And one of those programs that we utilize is our Educator Resource Center network, of which I am the program manager here at Marshall Space Flight Center. And here we are standing in front of our new education and training facility here at the U.S. Space and Rocket Center.
It is really nice, and I know you have some nice classrooms inside, and I think Bill's already in there checking them out, so let's go in and see.
Yes, let's go.
We're joined now by Karla Miller with the Educator Resource Center. And Karla, before you show us around, why don't you tell us a little bit about what the Educator Resource Center is?
Well, what we do here is we provide professional development for teachers. NASA produces materials that teachers can use in their classroom. These materials coincide with the national standards for science, mathematics, and technology, and geography. So the sole purpose for us is to disseminate these materials and to train the teacher on how to use these materials in their classroom.
And one of the first places they can start is right here in this area. What have you got back here?
We have what we call educator guides. These educator guides have lesson plans and activities in these guides. Again, they coincide with the national standards for science, mathematics, and technology.
Fantastic. But what about the teacher who maybe needs a little bit more? The handouts aren't quite enough. Perhaps they need to learn a little bit more.
Okay, well, we're able to help the teacher. We facilitate workshops here. We bring in scientists, engineers, and we also facilitate workshops ourselves. We're somewhat of an expert when it comes to NASA materials and education.
So the teachers can actually step into the classroom and basically go back to school.
Correct, they can. What we do here is we train the teacher. We excite the teacher about NASA. We excite them so they can take it back to their classroom and excite their students.
Karla, what about the teacher who's from out of town, who isn't able to make it here to Huntsville?
Well, we have a program that utilizes the new technologies that are out there. It's called the Digital Learning Network.
Well, let's go check that out.
I'm here with Scott Anderson in the Digital Learning Network, and Scott, this looks a lot like a TV studio to me.
That's exactly it. We have basically a full-scale television studio that we use to put together programming that we deliver to schools across the country. NASA's Digital Learning Network offers three main types of programming. We offer professional development for educators, student programming, which is basically classroom modules, and then we also offer special events where we connect NASA scientists and engineers with students across the country.
You also have Marshall scientists on there sometimes, right?
That's exactly right. We have several scientists that we do work with, but we're always looking for more scientists and engineers to come connect with classrooms.
All right, you got a lot of interesting things around here. Tell me about some of the experiments that you show to these students.
Well, right here what we're looking at is our set that we just recently used for a program to, I think, 6 classrooms around the country, and the topic was living and working in space. Oftentimes when crew members go to space, they have a unique environment that they have to work in, and so we do a show where we teach students all about that. So that's kind of what we have here.
All right, and what's over here?
Over here is another set, and this is where we do a lot of our programming. And as you can see, we got lots of gizmos and gadgets that we use to make the programming fun and entertaining. But what's up on screen is now a program offered out of Marshall called the Toys in Space Investigation. And that's where students connect with NASA. And prior to connecting with NASA, they've done experiments in the classroom where they've investigated the physics of toys. And then they connect with NASA trying to learn the answer to the question, will this toy work in space?
And so they can see you there and you can see them in that.
Exactly. The whole conference is interactive. It's two-way video and two-way audio. And so throughout the conference, I can see the students, and when they ask questions, I can look for facial expressions, and it's interactive, so anytime they have a question, they can raise a hand or just say, hey, what about this? And yeah, it's interactive.
What a great educational tool. Thanks for showing us around, Scott.
Yeah, thank you.
We got to visit a couple of really neat facilities out here at Marshall for today's Focus on Marshall, but we'll be coming back to the Cedar Room to show you how they're integrating a virtual reality suit into the Cedar Room in a few months.
All right, I don't know if they're going to let you in the suit or not,
It's
but find
really
out
exciting.
where we turn up next as we focus on Marshall.